there's been a lot of discourse about how Ancelotti have allowed his players to, just play to their strengths when they're on the field. Vinicius, you want to hug the touch and let's try playing through the middle. Fine, do that. Bellingham, you want to do box to box. Fine, do that. There's a structure, but the structure allows you play at your optimal best. That's how they're set up. Now, I think the problem Bayern will have is they love to press high.
Exactly.
And that's exactly they can't fathom the idea of sitting deep in there, especially when now that they are the away side.
Mm-hmm.
If you are the away side and you decide to come and sit down and come and be defending at the Allianz Arena, you're going to have a very big problem.
Allianz Arena, Bernabeu.
Sorry, at the Bernabeu, you're going to have a very big problem.
In the end, Klopp was saying that decision that was made that they said was offside to what's the guy that Luis Diaz wasn't an offside. So in the end, you think that this game is just game, let's boju. By the time it comes to the end of the season, you now realize that 3 points you lost was a game that could have helped you.
I also believe that the game against City and Liverpool, that game,
crying out loud,
that penalty that they denied Liverpool is also a reason why City are still very much in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
But let's leave us now. They have done their job. They needed to win to keep up the pace against Man City. They did that by scoring 3 goals. Well, this is not a penalty today, tomorrow, next tomorrow,
in any
and
world,
twice on public holiday. Well, it is the month of May, the month where everything as far as European football comes to an end. The Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, Ligue 1, as well as Italian Serie A. The accompanying up European competition as well will be climaxing in this month. On that note, you are welcome to the best sport program on the planet. It's called Best of the Best Sports Show, with the best guys also on planet. If you want guys that's going to banter you, that's going to give you depth analysis, and also can also come from behind and also get 0/6 in the analysis, here you get all of that. My name is Farouk Adesola. They call me the Sports Bamba, and I've got the regular guys on the show, from the Sport Lamba to Roy, who's not keen to listen to me, and to the man who is too short. They are all here for the program. Let me start with my very good friend. We have been in this business together for over 35 years. IBK Sports. Lamba, how you doing?
Sure, Miss I go best for you. But Farouk, the fact that you made it obvious that I was the only one that missed
I didn't say anything.
predictions, and
0/6.
you also didn't get anything last week.
I get both.
No, you
I
didn't.
called it.
We were on the same boat. Have you forgotten?
I said Dortmund will win.
No.
And Bayern, it wasn't Bayern I got drunk.
Farouk, go and check it. I remember you said that we were on the same boat.
Me and you,
right?
which boat?
But
We're
it's
married.
fine.
How can I be on
I
the
don't
same boat
know.
with you?
I just wish producer can play back that aspect when
You always
talking
wish
now.
it. When you get
Because
something wrong, you always wish.
In the end, you got it wrong and you palmed it all to yourself. But it shows that you're not
like Kopama.
It shows that you lack integrity, to be honest. That's what I think. That's what I think.
The man, the perfect man.
Yeah.
6/6. 6/6. How you doing?
I'm fine, bro. It's so good to be here.
Guy, clap for him now. If your
No,
family
clap
is
for
doing
me.
well,
No,
I
clap
say
for
now.
me. No,
He
clap
go
for
touch
me.
you.
No, not clap for me.
What you go gain?
It's not easy to get 6/6.
At all.
What shall he profit a man to get 6/6? Call me some of finance.
At least, so far, so good. Make we hail him now. Yeah, hail him.
I don't feel lamb. And I hear you. Give him.
Roy,
Thank
me and Uzu join hands together.
Thank you.
I don't hate me for this show.
Your words are too strong. Well, Izu is so excited this weekend, and I know why. If you have a team that's not been firing for over 7 months, you can't remain 2 months, makes season end. And I'm scoring 5, 4, 6 here and there. Well, congratulations on your victory over West
Obviously,
Ham
no.
United.
In life, I'll talk to you guys if you ask. They say in life, you take your victories where you see them. Me, I'm feeling 5 alive this morning, and rightfully so. So I don't know what's coming next.
But you know, I feel it's a bittersweet experience for him, because now getting that sort of result gives the board more confidence in the coach.
And he wants to coach out.
And it was the coach out. So in the end, you think about it and say, no board wants to sack a manager who has finished well. Might not be on the table, but in terms of performance.
I think the standard is set for him is to finish in the Europa League spots. And right now, I think about 6 points off. I think Spurs or something.
Okay, don't count that now.
Anything can happen, and we are really likely going to go fight for Europa, so it's not going anywhere. So yeah, you're right, bittersweet. But I beg, I'm taking my victories where I say them. 5 alive feeling, nothing busy I'm feeling right now.
All right, they say charity begins at home. Let's start from Nigeria. It's been a long time we spoke about anything Nigerian football, and that is so obvious. The league is currently on break because Rivers United are holding a lot of matches. They want them to come up with those games. That can only happen here in Nigeria. I don't understand because somebody is
Imagine,
playing
how
on the
do you have
continent,
about 6
and you
games?
ask a league to go on 4 weeks. Well, I've seen enough.
No, you can't blame them because in a
Who should
way,
we now blame?
no, Farouk.
Do you want to blame me?
Now the thing is, the most of the fixtures were clashing. Unlike European football, these calendars are set and they don't shake. There are different factors. Farouk, that's what I'm saying. There are different factors that could have affected it. And they want, like they said, they wanted them to have the best of performance on the continent. That's why they don't allow them play midweek. Then now play.
Okay, fine.
During
Because
the
of
weekend
that,
as well.
now
So,
they will now want to suspend the league and let Rivers United play for 4 weeks to catch up.
and that's the only best way we can think about.
Doesn't make any sense.
Okay, now do you want them to finish the season? Then they play during the
IBK.
transfer window. No, it doesn't happen that way.
We have been trying to align our league with European calendar,
And this is the best way they can do it.
and they have missed it again.
They have not, because in the end they will finish, whether I would like it or not, they will still finish within the break window. So
And
they
they
are
don't have
still in
enough
it.
rest and start league again almost immediately.
Farouk, we know how this thing works. You really cannot.
Well, the way things work here in this country is not for health of people. I've said it. I'll not talk about Nigerian football for a long time now, but there's no way we'll not be talking about this big news. It's no longer news that Finidi George is a coach of the Super Eagles. He was part of the setup of Ose Pacero, but now he has been asked to retain that job. My first question, since we know all of this is going to happen, the last ball of the Nations Cup was kicked in February 11th. I remember quite well. It took the NFF 3 months plus to announce a coach that was never in the picture, the coach that nobody thought was going to be the next man. If we knew it was going to be Finidi George, why go through this hell of a problem, Roy? Why?
So, well, it's the Nigerian thing. It's the Nigerian factor. We've always, it has always been like this, 2 steps forward,
24 backward.
10 steps backward. It's quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. For me, I don't see the reason why they had to go through that rigorous process, knowing at the back of their mind that this is the chosen one already. They would have just appointed him as far back as after the Nations Cup. That's the truth.
Well, let me come to you from this angle now. Now, he has been selected. To me, it's not a rigorous exercise. I felt it was selected. And it's so obvious that Finidi George looks like a yes man to them, a man they can control. This is what we want you to do because he has been part of that setup before. And here is the deal. There was Amunike, which every one of us here felt was going to be the next appointed man. In fact, according to reports, we were saying, it's going to be the next coach. It's going to be from reliable sources. There were guys from the abroad as well, too. They failed to make it. Could it be because the NFF are broke? I'm quoting Victor Ekpeba, who said something of such on the Monday Night Football, that because NFF don't have enough money, that is why they have gone for Finidi George. Even if that is the case, a technical member of the technical committee, should he be coming out to say such words, even though he's saying the truth that because we are broke, that is why Finidi George was asked to gaffer us.
I think at the end of the day, the way media works in this country is funny. There's some things you don't hear on the English media, and because those things should not be in the media in the first place, you understand? It's okay if something like that is a rumor and it's not confirmed, you understand? People just say it in passing, and nobody has come out to say, okay, yes, this is true or this isn't true. That's how you play with the media. But I think here, we don't have a lot of knowledge of how the media works, so we say things loosely. But now that it's been confirmed that they're having financial issues, and that's why they're opting to go for Finidi George, whether it's a yes man, I wouldn't really know. I know a lot of Nigerians were expecting that Amunike was going to be our coach. There's no question on Twitter. I think even here we spoke about it, and almost everybody picked Amunike to be the next person. The only reason why a lot of people will be maybe comfortable with the fact that Finidi got the job is because, okay, look, Pesero took us to the finals of the AFCON the last time. You get, we know we didn't have the performance we were looking for in the final, but then again, we got there any which way. And this man was part of the
Set up.
setup for Pesero. You understand? He knows the players. He has been working with them. So you can look at it from an angle of they're not trying to chop and change too much. You get Finidi understands the team. The players know him. They may have a certain level of chemistry, working together. So it'll be a very easy choice. Especially when you consider the fact that there will be another AFCON tournament very, very soon. So you get that whole change. You can never really tell if it will take us so high or if it will bring us back down to a place we don't want to be. While one of the things to look out for in the next AFCON. So you get just keep somebody who understands the team better and let's see how far we'll go. For whatever reasons they did it, I feel like in the long run, it just might work out for us.
Well, IBK, you are very close to the NFF, the players, some of the coaches as well. And I know that you have, that love for Nigerian football, if not for the way they frustrate us doing our job. The question is simple. Is this man set up to fail? And I'll give you one or two reasons for that. Number one, it was never going to be the Eagles coach on record, according to so many reports that we had. It just came to him, selection. Then again, after it was being unveiled in court, the NFF came up to say that we're still working on him getting his assistants that will help him. And next month, we have a qualifier. He's still the coach of Eyimba. Nothing has been said. Is he going to focus on the job? If not, at least you have an assistant that will help you to walk ahead of time. Forget that the fact that I has worked with most of these players. It's a new project. You need to also have your own details of which player is available, who is playing the cup final in Europe, who will be available almost 2 weeks after that game for camp. And all of this put together, no assistance, no head coach, no goalkeeper trainer, no what have you. Is this man set up to fail? Because if he fails, this NFF can easily, chop and bring another person on board.
Well, don't forget that the NFF are employing someone who is an epitome of success.
Yeah.
And when I mean epitome of success, this same person won the Nigerian Professional Football League last season with Eyimba. And coupled with the fact that he's got the UEFA license, I think B or thereabout, certificates. He also understudied Ose Pesero all through his time with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Is it doomed to fail? I don't think so, because I think the last time Nigeria enjoyed, some level of success was with an indigenous coach of Stephen Keshi, late Stephen Keshi. And you ask yourself, what was the primary aim of Keshi's, victory at the AFCON? It's down to the fact that he understands how to infuse, home-based players with the foreign-based guys. And that was what I think Ose Pesero lacked during his time. Imagine we have a coach who has coached, not just coached in the IPFL, he also won it. So you don't even need a scout to start looking for a local-based player. This guy already knows number of players that he knows are good enough for the national team. Coupled with the fact that there is AFCON next year in Morocco. So there's really no much time, but that's why I feel that they brought in someone who understands the African setup. Don't forget that apart from just being the coach of Eyimba, they've also played, on the continent. They understand how to travel, on different parts of the country in Africa. They know what it means to play Morocco. They know what it means to play in Tunisia. They know what it means to play in Ghana and the rest. So I think it's more of an experienced coach. And why, if you're talking about bringing in an assistant, I don't know if you want to work with his current assistant, at Eyimba, who is Yemi. That's Coach Yema. Coach Yema also is already working on his UEFA license B as well. So I don't know what he would want to do, but I think that they would want to go for a more experienced, assistant coach. And when I mean experience, a coach that the players will easily respect. The Super Eagles job is one of the toughest, because apart from you just being the coach, you're actually coaching players who earns a lot of money. So how then do you want them to listen to you if you don't have the charisma, if you don't have the know-how, if you don't have the technical knowledge? So I think it's more of your personality. Anthony George was once, a Green Eagles player. He played for Nigeria. He had huge success with Nigeria. Go and check his clips. He was a big player as well during his time. So the players know that this man is not just a man. He also played the game. He understands what it means. So for them to complement him, I think they would also need someone who has the name, who has the charisma, who has the qualification. I think that's the only way despite those players who want to respect this coach and also work with him as well during the AFCON.
Well, I'm not sure I'm in 50% agreement with everything IBK has said, but that's an opinion. Roy, I come to you.
But hold on, but sorry, but they were saying that I don't know because there are two priorities for him now, either to qualify us for the World Cup and also to win the AFCON. So I don't know what the NFF has told him about his priorities because every organization will have their priorities. But I still think that the most realistic one for me, I think the better one is to win the AFCON because in the end, going to the World Cup, what are we going to do there? Are we going to go as far as Morocco? I honestly don't think so. But the more realistic one for me, I think let's target the World Cup, the AFCON 2025.
Well, I still feel that a lot is still missing because I'm not, when you see an appointment, you want to be very excited. You want to be very happy that, yes, the project going forward is one that everybody can be happy about. And I look at the length of his contract, not even stated. That I'm not comfortable with everything they have done. The length of the contract is not stated. That shows that after the World Cup, if he fails to qualify for the World Cup, we start all over again. If you have your
salary is not even known.
Salary is not known. So that's what I'm going to that. If you have your trust in Finidi George, who I feel that at his prime, when he was playing at highest, this guy will walk into any top team in Europe, whether it's Juventus, Man U, Madrid. He will walk directly to that team because he was about the best winger at that point in time. And you give him the biggest job in Africa, the biggest job ever in Africa, with no form of support. There's no documentation for it that, okay, you are signed for 2 years.
There is. They didn't just make it public. Farouk.
Then why
did they give Stephen? What was Stephen Kesh's contract?
That's the problem. That's why it's easy for them to be sacked anytime, any point, at any point in time.
So that's the way it works.
Let's put it this way. We've seen cases where contracts are made open, and at the end of the day,
it's supposed to be made open. This is a national job.
That's what I'm saying. The last two foreign coaches we've had, what's it called?
Genero and
you saw how we all ended litigations here and there because these contracts were made open and all of that. So now these contracts are buried in secrecy because there are terms and conditions attached to them. And the guys in NFF...
The terms and conditions we're talking about is the one inside, right?
Yeah, the one inside. You understand? And the guys in MFF, I'm sure they know what they are doing.
Farouk,
you understand?
Sorry, hold on. Okay. Sorry. Let me just educate you more on this.
No, hold on. Wait.
Hold on, Farouk.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
For Ose Pesero, before he left his job, we all knew that his contract will end.
Now, this is where I'm coming.
Same as Genero. Why is it that
Farouk,
his own contract
this is where I'm coming to. Most local coaches, local based players, they always give an instruction that they would rather want their contract terms, their salary be just between the person employing them and them.
Farouk,
if you play in the Nigerian league, you understand what I'm saying.
Hold on.
A lot of Nigerian league players will tell you that, please don't make my salary known.
Is it right?
Some factors.
Doesn't make any sense.
Farouk,
that is why it's easy for them to go 2 years without being paid.
Hold on, IBK. See,
because that's what we
Farouk, let me tell you something. The only person that should, in the right sense, know a contract is your lawyer, the club, or the FA, and you.
So
do you know the contract of Messi?
Okay, wait. Knowing Finidi's just contract, how does it benefit you?
It's a public asset.
How does it benefit you?
We need to know so that we'll be able to analyze it.
Are you a stakeholder?
Yes, of course, he's a stakeholder.
Of course I am.
How is he a stakeholder?
I'm in the media. No, apart from being in the media,
I'm in the media. We need to know.
See, this guy is not.
I thought you wanted to educate us.
This guy is not working for NFF. This guy is working for Nigeria. He's not working for NFF. NFF may have employed him, yes, you understand. But NFF is an organized or a body employed, or rather set up to employ somebody that will take care of our affairs. I mean, Nigerian affairs. So Finidi George is Nigeria's coach, not NFF coach. So the right thing to be done is to tell the Nigerian people, the person.
Do you know how much the governor of Lagos State earns monthly?
Of course, you should know. If you go to
it's a public document. Why are you talking like it's a public document? It's there.
It's public document. You go and see it. You know how much the president earns.
The truth is, I just feel that this man has been set up there to fail. If he succeeds,
Nobody
I
set
want him to
up to
succeed.
fail. Stop
It's at
saying
the end of the
this.
day.
Nobody set
see,
up to
I'll give you
fail.
enough reasons for that. I'll give you enough reasons.
I gave
this is my own.
Stephen Keshi was in a more hostile environment and he still won the AFCON. You know it.
Since then, what has happened to
You
local
know it
coaches?
yourself.
Siasia has taken the job
Brown-
twice after that time. He has failed.
we are
The same
fortunate-
thing with Oguavon as
Baba,
well.
Baba,
The same thing as Olise.
we are fortunate to work with to hear from Brown there, and there was like Baba. That story of there was a jet already waiting before the Cote d'Ivoire game in 2013 was actually very real. You cannot have a more
IBK.
hostile environment than
IBK.
your
I can tell
FA
you,
already sending
IBK.
a private jet
IBK.
or already sending
I
a
can
plane
tell
to
you
come
that I
and
know
pick the team
Steve
because they believe they are going to
I know
lose.
Steve Keshi more than him because I watched him and I know how much he's respected. He's called the big boss, not only
So
in Nigeria,
is
not
Finidi
only in
George not
Nigeria.
respected?
No. Before even
Farouk, if he's not respected, will he be an assistant coach to
Farouk.
the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
Farouk,
That's what
before
I'm saying.
Farouk,
Will he
before
be an
Steve-
assistant coach?
Wait now. Before Stephen Keshi got employed in Nigeria, he had already coached
Togo.
right? So he has a pedigree
Who has
coming. Yeah,
I
because
gave
he
you
has a
now. He
pedigree
won the
coming.
league with
So,
Enyimba.
Enyimba.
What was Enyimba?
How? Is that a league?
What are you talking
A
about?
league that was
Enyimba?
played
in a league,
conference
hybrid league.
And now
If it's an abridged league, did he not win it or no? Did he win it or not?
I understand if we're trying to say the contract should be open because we're
Should it not?
Nigerians.
Up
I
until
understand all of that. And maybe I agree with you. But saying that Finidi George has no pedigree because he won't live with the Enyimba, that in this
That's not as in you are saying.
No,
it's
no,
an
no.
abridged
let's not make it look as if
Go
Enyimba
back to
is
that.
na
he
FIFA.
won the league and was exited in the first round of the qualifier on the continent.
Wait.
And that's the coach you want to go for, right?
Wait. I am.
We've seen big man. We've seen
Farouk.
I want him to
Farouk.
succeed.
Farouk.
I want his
Before-
egg in my
Farouk,
face.
what's the name of this
But
guy?
I'm telling you,
Farouk, what's the name of this MFM? What's the name of this MFM? Is the MFM coach that won the league before him? What's the name of that guy? Is he the coach that won it before him?
it's like, I can't really, not MFM coach. Fidelis Lekchuku,
Yeah,
he's still with Rangers now. And
Rangers,
top of the league.
exactly. So exactly. Are you saying that
Kamara.
is a better like can coach
Kamara did not
Nigeria?
win the league now.
We'll be back. I know we'll be
No,
back.
I'm not saying.
Which
I'm
coach
not
are you
saying.
saying won
No.
the league?
The coach that won the league before what's this guy?
Finidi George.
Finidi George.
Is it with Enyimba?
Is it with Enyimba? Enyimba not the back to back. Which club won the league before Enyimba?
Rivers United.
Who coached them?
Stanley Guma.
Good. It was Stanley Guma. I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
his name. So, is there a difference between Stanley Guma and
Now this
Is there a difference between Stanley Guma and Finidi George?
this is different. Stanley Guma is known for our local football, basically.
What
Now, let me
other club has this
I'm
guy
saying this
coached?
guy has a UEFA license. This guy was the assistant coach to
IBK,
Joseph Pesero. What are you saying?
IBK, you can go do the UEFA license coach. Does that make you?
But he has understudied a coach.
The
that
coach.
coached the
Wait.
national team. What are you saying?
The current.
Why are you undermining this guy?
The coach that won the AFCON for Cote d'Ivoire
Yeah.
after he fired the.
That's not a coach.
No.
That was just a coincidence. It was just there to go. Something could have happened.
No, apart from that,
Anything could have
no.
happened.
But
Don't make that as a reference.
But
He's a
wait,
UEFA licensed coach.
but
He's a UEFA licensed coach. He has coached Borussia Dortmund B. Let's start from there.
He's a UEFA licensed coach too.
Which other club has he coached? I just told you the man you are mentioning has coached in Europe.
At the end of the day, there are so many coaches that have won this AFCON tournament that all of us are looking to win, and they don't have all these things that they are looking for Finidi George to have. When Stephen Keshi won it, yes, he coached Togo. Where did he go to Togo? When
The guy that won with Ivory Coast. Who is
the
he?
guy that won with Ivory Coast,
Who is the guy?
nobody knew him. Nobody knew
Who is
him
the guy?
until he won the AFCON.
Thank
So
you.
at the end of the
Ali
day,
Cisse.
you can.
Who was Ali Cisse?
Nobody knew him
before he won the AFCON
until
with
he won the
Senegal.
AFCON.
Who was Ali
Look,
Cisse?
we can frown at what the NFF is doing. Yes, whatever the way they are going about their
We
business.
are the one clamoring for local-based
It might
coach.
upset us
They
as the
got one now.
media.
You are saying this.
It might upset us as the media or as
Amunike
football fans in Nigeria.
soldiers.
Do you understand?
No, it's not about
Amunike soldiers.
We are looking
If
for
the
a goal
NFF
Don't mind them. Don't mind them.
if they messed up, deal with the NFF
Guys,
as the NFF.
let's move
I don't
on.
like the fact that we're trying to paint Finidi George with the same colors.
So if they are giving Amunike is worth it. What did he do? What did
let
Amunike
us
do?
He won under 17 World Cup.
Let's
On
move
average,
on.
compared to
So,
compared to-
He has coached Tanzania and got to the quarterfinals. Right? Let's
If you know how much,
so what happened?
if you know how much, wait, IBK. If you know how
Even
much,
your best coach in your
Wait,
history,
wait.
Westerhoff, said Amunike is the best.
if you know how much Emmanuel
The best
Amunike is
personnel
being
to
around
actually
there
coach
in
Nigeria.
because
South
Western
Africa.
Hub said so.
No, I said
When
I just gave you his record.
But I just
gave you his record.
Ralph Ragnick signed for Manchester United,
Is it-
no be club and took it. They tell us say
one after the other.
he taught them Genge Press. Is the censor of Genge Press. What did you do, Man United? Because somebody said so does not mean it's good enough.
Well, Roy, at the end of the day, I still believe that the biggest job in Nigeria should not be for your testing guys out. I also say here that the Super Eagles should not be a ground for players that want to groom, should be coming to play. It's supposed to be an A-grade environment. Between you and I, we all know if Finidi George is a A-grade coach for Nigeria. But we'll leave that. We'll go to the bread
You are
and
just being
butter.
disrespectful. but
I'm
let's
not.
move on.
I'm not. You don't know where I'm coming
So
from.
it's Amunike that is what is.
Let's go to the bread and butter of European football. That is what gives us at least bigger joy. Here, it is set up for him to feel. And I'll say that we'll come back here 9 months after and talk about the same topic. Hopefully, it won't last more than 9 months. If we succeed, I would love that, honestly. Now, let's go straight to some games that were played over the weekend. Arsenal has been in scintillating form. They need to be united to also consolidate and also hope that City will drop points. Arsenal against our Bournemouth. Bournemouth are a very difficult opponent. Unlike them not having that patience against Aston Villa, which cost them what they had now. Arsenal were very patient. They carefully took their opponent apart after missing a lot of chances. They waited for the moment, the penalty, and from then on, there was only going to be one winner. Bournemouth forced themselves into the game in the second half, but Arsenal already did the needful by scoring 2 extra goals, and they still keep it neck and neck against City.
One of the most controversial games you can see this season has to be Arsenal Bournemouth.
Absolutely, I agree.
Very, very controversial. And
Absolutely.
the fact that some Arsenal fans will come out and say, "Oh, so club, we are favored by VAR." I can't lie to you.
That
There
penalty, right,
were
was too
terrible
soft.
decisions.
Yeah, of course.
That
Totally.
Kai Havertz, penalty
Was
that
terrible.
was
Even
never a
in Brighton,
penalty.
even in Brighton, the Bournemouth goal
The
that
goal,
got chopped off.
the Bournemouth goal that got chopped off, that was a pure goal.
Yeah, true.
Raya knew what he was doing. There was no reason for him. There was no infringement or whatsoever there. So in the end, you ask yourself, these favors can come your way and can be against you. And I think for
I
me,
do you think that they want us to have a very probably
Neck to
a
yeah,
finish?
they always say that
Could that be
Premier
the
League,
reason?
Premier League is I won't say it's scripted, but they love the news. They love this Hollywood.
That's why I was saying our
Oh,
content
oh,
creation.
Yeah, Hollywood type of
Said it before.
league. They just want drama, they want suspense. Because in the end, all respect to Arsenal, they could probably have won the game, maybe
Absolutely.
1-0 or something. But I still feel that I think Premier League referees should do better. I think the power they've given them is so much that they can influence whatever they want to influence, down to relegation battle, down to title fight, down to top 4 race, is in the referee's hand, to be honest. And in the end, I remember couples of errors this season that PGMOL, they've come to apologize that they are sorry and the rest. Farouk, do you believe that game between Liverpool and Tottenham is a game that's affected Liverpool now? Because
Yes.
in the end, Klopp was saying that decision that was made, that they said was offside to what's the guy that Luis Diaz, wasn't an offside. So in the end, you think that, oh, this game is just game, let's boju. By the time it comes to the end of the season, you now realize that 3 points you lost was a game
I intended
that
to
could
go
have
through.
helped you now.
I also believe that the game against City and Liverpool, that
For
game,
crying out loud.
that
See,
penalty that they denied Liverpool is also a reason why City are still very much in the
Yeah.
driver's seat.
Yeah.
But let's leave Arsenal. They have done their job. They needed to win to keep up the pace against Man City. They did that by scoring 3 goals. Well, this is not a penalty today, tomorrow, next tomorrow,
In any
and
world,
twice on
on
public
public
holiday.
holiday.
Let's go straight to Man City. These are you guys. It's a joke of a penalty. Let's go to you guys. Neck and neck. City. Well, Haaland responded to so many people say, "I think I'm sleeping, but if I get my boots on,
Then call Alan the 2 player.
if I get my
Roy
boots on,
Keane needs to apologize.
you don't understand the context." He said, if you're talking about scoring goals, he's the best in the world. Why is that guys are not getting that? But he said it's general play, which all agree to at that point. That
Farouk,
was
that's-
so abysmal.
that-
No.
Farouk, you know why I don't like you. You know why I don't like you.
Don't like me.
Nobody agreed to anything.
Hold on, sorry. You are very biased with class of 19.
It's a lie.
92.
I don't even rate them.
Class
Class
of
of
92.
I don't rate them.
Farouk,
If you say the right thing, I'll agree with you.
Farouk is like me telling you that this job you are doing, you can't do it on you can, how do I put it? You can talk well.
Look at the movements
but
for the
it's not
second
on the
goal.
highest
League 2
level.
player.
You are very good, you can communicate, you can analyze well, but he's not on the highest level. It's an insult.
It's your
Farouk.
opinion.
It's not an opinion.
I won't take it as an insult.
You can't take it as an opinion from someone that is doing that did your same job. If it was a random, if it was a random fan that said it, I'm sure there won't be anything about it. But it was coming from Roy Keane, someone who played the game at the highest level who is a role model to a lot of people. Someone who is a mentor to footballers growing.
Why not get to that part of the argument?
Farouk,
He said, Roy, he said,
Farouk,
if you're talking about goal scoring, this
Farouk.
guy is absolutely the best in the world.
Uh-huh.
But he said when you talk about general play, outdoor play
Did
with
Van Nistelrooy, what was Van Nistelrooy general play? Be
there's no
honest.
Van Nistelrooy in this one.
What was Van Nistelrooy general play?
Van Nistelrooy was a replica of Haaland.
It's the
It's a
same
lie.
thing. It's the
He
same
was a
thing.
direct
They
replica.
don't.
as in
They don't.
word
He
for
can't.
word.
They don't even touch the ball so much.
Yes,
What was
funny-
Inzaghi?
The funny,
What was Inzaghi? Don't we praise Inzaghi?
The funny-
What was
the
Inzaghi?
funny- the funny
How did
thing
Inzaggy
is-
play? Is it not the same thing?
the funny
Is it not
thing
the,
is,
see, the things that we
these same people will
Come
come
on,
and
make I-
Nicolas Jackson and say, "Oh,
See,
yeah,
he
no,
has
no,
brought
no,
down-
no, no,
he has
no,
brought
no, no,
us
no,
down to
no,
earth.
no,
Let
wait,
him
wait.
be.
I'll call striker
Izu
profiles.
has brought us down to hell. So I compare
I'm not.
Jackson
I'm
in
not.
this conversation.
You know, I'm now. You
How
see,
do you
this,
bring him into
this,
this
this,
conversation?
this Roy Keane behavior. But relax, let me make my point. Profile of strikers like them, Gabriel Jesus, very good on the ball. They can drive. They will take on their man and beat him. They can play in tight spaces, play with their back to go and whatever. But that's clinical edge in front of goal. They don't necessarily have it.
That is
And
the
every-
reason
every
Arsenal
day-
fans want the new striker.
Every day, people come here and say, Aston is a new striker. When Firmino, all people were saying Firmino is the glue to that Mane, Firmino and Salah striker partnership that all of us loved. A lot of people thought it was a joke until he left and it became very, very visible. This guy now can score goals. All of a sudden, we have issues because he can't play with his back to go. We watch Haaland at Dortmund. Let's not forget that Pep is a very difficult manager to play under. He's very, very good. But if Pep says, I want you to play like this, if you don't play like this, you get benched.
Ibrahimovic paid for it.
Because you don't know more than him.
I watched
We watched
Haaland
Haaland at Dortmund and he was doing these things.
moving ball.
Do you understand?
He was running
Now
the attack.
Pep is saying, lead the line. I don't need you on the ball.
As
Go
in,
there
yes.
and get me the goals. All of a
You
sudden,
have players on the ball
Haaland,
already.
that the entire football world was twerking for, is now a League 2 player. Reckon needs to apologize. I'm
As
saying
in
it again.
that's the big
He needs to
insult.
apologize. I'm saying it
And
again.
make I not talk, Farouk. Make I not talk, Sha.
You don't
Because
talk already
Make
now.
I not talk because they vex me. I swear.
How they vex you? I didn't
Because na Roy
say. I didn't
Keane.
say Roy
Because na Roy
Keane.
Keane.
I didn't say Roy Keane is
Even
right.
as have you talk down.
I
now,
said,
you don't
why are you
listen.
taking sides? He said two things differently, but that's his own opinion.
It is a-
and I'm still sure you don't know more than Roy Keane. I can tell you.
I
from
swear
now.
to God, I know more than
I
him.
know more than with what
I
he said.
swear to God, I know more than
him. With what he said, I know more than him. I'm just forget
No,
that.
no, no,
Forget that.
they vote for Ballon d'Or that year. They vote nonsense.
All right, City, no problem. 5-1 against the opponent in Wolves. We thought it was going to be a problem for them, according to Izu, who was a Wolves always create problem for City. But if this Wolves are going to stop them,
Before you
it's not good.
proceed.
Okay.
you know,
No, I said that for the Nottingham Forest game because Nuno is coaching Forest. I didn't say Wolves. Nah, Nuno.
Okay.
Nuno.
All right, let's hear you. Let's have it.
No. You know, a friend of mine said that City will drop points with Wolves. City
Arsenal
will drop-
fan, have you?
Yeah, said City will.
Nah,
In fact,
they lose.
they are very sure that City will drop points with Wolves. By the time we got to 3-0, the guy stood up from where we were watching the game and left.
You know, go stand
You
up.
know?
Okay?
I've said it. It's the hope that kills me.
It's the hope that kills you, man.
Just take your mind off.
All right, let's go
honest.
to another guys that IBK and Roy Fields, they are still in the title running. Well, mathematically, they are still there. But they need to win their 2 games. And Arsenal must not even win just 1. They need 2 favors from 2 good guys. Liverpool against Tottenham Hotspur. It was all about goals, 4 goals up. They have the deficit, talking about Tottenham Hotspur. But Liverpool are leaving it too late. That's what I feel, Roy.
No. See, I you know, there's a change in personnel, actually, whenever you look at it, and it's actually affecting them. The Liverpool is not the gang Liverpool that we used to know. I don't know if it is due to the fact that Klopp is leaving, so they've dropped the hunger, that desire, that Liverpool desire. You know, I don't know, but whatever it is, they've been on and off. They've been on and off. So I hope they recruit the right players this summer and come back strong next season.
Well, Liverpool are too late as far as the winning the league is concerned. I feel that every effort they will be making at this point in time will amount to nothing. Now, let's go to the one that is making so many Chelsea fans so excited. 1,
Yes,
2, 3, 4, 5-star
sir.
performance from Chelsea against another London rival,
Yeah, it was
West
a
Ham
London derby.
United. You know, was start to finish could have been 10 goals in this encounter. West Ham hit the bar about 3 times in that
Chelsea
match.
twice.
Off target.
But
But yeah.
Chelsea was superior from Cole Palmer to Nicolas Jackson
For 90
to
minutes.
Caicedo. So Madueke.
continue.
No. I'm helping you now.
So
I-
what happened that match? What
I-
happened? No, that what happened?
No, I didn't you call names now.
No, so
May
happened.
no forget we perform for the match.
So what happened?
And so they scored 5-0.
We scored 5-0
How?
now.
And that's it. That's it on your school.
No worry, make I
You know what I like Chelsea fan?
make I entertain you.
The same people that are saying they don't want the same coach now. But why don't we talk again?
Yeah.
No. I said from the very beginning. I said it here on this show that we don't have bad players. The problem I had at the beginning of the season was how these players were being managed.
And
Do
you
you
guys
understand?
forget that these guys are coming together for the first time. I remember very well one of our first show this season. I said as good as Chelsea were in the preseason, which Roy was basing them on, that they will struggle not because they are not good enough, but because they have let go a lot of experienced players.
Yeah.
Too many of them.
I
But
remember you said that.
Poch has done just he made just one tweak with his tactics, and it looks like we're flying. Second half against Aston Villa, this man decides, okay, look, we have these guys camped in their half. Do you understand? Let's get an extra man for the midfield to join the attack. That's Gallagher. Then invites Cucurella to play alongside Caicedo. We drew 2-2 against Aston Villa. Beat Tottenham comfortably. Now we have 5-0 against West Ham. Where was that? Where was that all through the season? This man kept saying, Poch can do something today. And he works. And all of us are excited. We're like, okay, yes. Now our season won't start. The next match, this man was trying to convince me at the beginning of the season that Ben Chilwell and Gallagher should play left wing and right wing. And he wants to win the Premier League. No, now, when we're saying these things, I don't like when we try and make it look as if we're just being very difficult with Poch. He kept doing ridiculous things. You had Cucurella, you were playing Cucurella was on the bench. Matty was on the bench. This man said he wanted to play Kobe as left back. Now that you're playing players where they're supposed to play, do you understand? The team is playing better. Yeah. And all of a sudden, it looks like magic. No, he didn't get it right at the beginning of the season. Now he's doing things that are working and he's sticking to his guns. So obviously, I will clap for him for that. Me, I still want him out, Sha. But performances like this, the board will not sack him. So it's bittersweet.
Well, too late than never. That's what Chelsea are doing about now. At least they're pushing for the final breath in the Europa League spot. Hopefully they can get it, but if not, I think they would do quite well for themselves next season. Now, let's leave everything about Europe. Once again, congratulations to Real Madrid for winning their 36th title this season. You know, once you talk about Madrid, you talk about greatness. You talk about Madrid, you talk about a team that is just there on the league of their own. And that's what Real Madrid are. You know, they didn't even need to win their next game before winning the league. Barcelona had to do them a favor. 4-4 to the chop in the hands of Girona. Home and away. Barcelona. Girona. They sacked, Xavi announced he was leaving. Everything went back to normal. They were winning. Now he's staying. He has come back to the same Xavi and Barcelona again. But now, let's go straight to the bread and butter of Champions League. You know, we are in the final conversation of what the final will look like. And everything Roy has done, the predictions from the quarterfinal will amount to nothing.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that. That's
the hands justified me.
That's an absolute injustice.
The hands justified what?
That's an absolute injustice.
If you don't get it right, all of those 6 over 6 you have gotten, it's like 0 in the front, in the face of high BK.
Okay.
Yes.
And he can't wait for it to be wrong. He cannot wait for it to be wrong. Let me just tell you. He can't wait for it to be wrong.
IBK cannot just wait.
No. We saw
capitalize on it.
we saw the first leg. It was all about PSG against Dortmund. Dortmund winning 1-0. Mm-hmm. And that might be enough to get them into the final, according to Roy.
Yeah.
Madrid against Bayern Munich, the draw is enough for them to get into the final. Mm-hmm. Bayern BK still feels that it's going to be an all-German final. I differ. I think it's going to be a German versus a French final. Same also the scope. No, if it's going to be Spanish.
I think it's going to be PSG Madrid. That's my pick
PSG Madrid.
Final.
See, I don't know what... Like, I'm so sure.
But let's
I'm so sure that Real Madrid will be in the final.
Okay, before then.
So sure.
Before then.
You look like you want to play it safe. I don't
No. It's not about safe.
No.
It's not safe.
I can perceive it.
You said something before we came.
I said I'm
That's
so
Roy
sure.
for you.
No,
Roy
wait.
will say something before coming to the show.
No, wait.
On the show, now we're playing politics.
No, it's
He gets
not
his
politics.
right. You
See,
tell your
that's
group.
why I'm a
You
good,
guys should give
that's
him
why
an
I'm a good punter.
You see
That's
why I
why I'm a
can't
good
give him.
punter.
You see, I can't give him.
No, that's why I'm a good punter. You understand? If I'm asking my fans to stake their money, they have to play safe.
All right, let's talk about
I'm
the
sure
match.
Madrid will be there.
Let's talk about the match itself.
And,
You just got 2. Let's start from Paris against Dortmund. These are big cities in Europe. Dortmund, a big city. Paris also a big one. City of love. Mbappe has got something else to prove. He wants to win the Champions League with PSG. They did the comeback against Barcelona,
Barcelona.
and now they are playing at home. They have won the league, no pressure in their mind again. The next final they want to play is against Lyon at the end of May. Can they turn this game around? They look as if a team that have one extra push in them, the Champions League. What exactly should PSG, Enrique, and the best player, Kylian Mbappe, should do to beat a Dortmund side who does not have anything? They don't have anything to lose. You come at them at your home.
I think at this point, I think they have something to lose because when you don't plan for something and you find yourself there, you
have to fight to
you
keep
want
it.
to stand on business. It's you might call it, maybe they did not expect to get to this point, but I always say that a team that sent Atletico Madrid packing, and Atletico that had a lead going to the second leg, it shows you how dogged they are and how stubborn they are in terms of their play. Yes, PSG might have the best player in the world in Kylian Mbappe, but I think that cutting edge, that dominance, that's there's this spice about a team that just like Madrid, you get like they don't have that spice. I cannot put my money on PSG to qualify because I'm not sure about what they will do on that night. I've said it here that the only reason PSG are in the semifinals is because of the fact that red card against Barca changed it. No, I'm just saying that red card changed a lot of things, Farouk. On a pure basis, I think Dortmund will go to Paris and get a result. I don't know if it's going to be a draw or a win, but one thing is certain, they will get a result that will take them to the finals. Farouk.
They've already played in Paris this season. PSG beating them 2-0 in the group stage. A familiar foe, a familiar terrain, and then they can do it. Do you think Dortmund will debar PSG from getting to the finals?
So the thing is, PSG are somewhat an unserious club, to be honest with them, with all due respect to them. When you expect them to, bring their A game, you see them flopping and all of that. And there is something going on for Borussia Dortmund lately. They've played in their last 5 matches. They've not lost their last 5 matches so far in all competitions. And I feel what happened in what's it called in the first leg, as in preliminary stages, is a different ballgame altogether. Now, this is when the business of the day is serious, and for like IBK rightly stated, for you to sack a prominent Champions League team in Atletico Madrid, it means that you are serious with whatever you are cooking. All right. And for me, I don't know what the scoreline will be, but I know that BOFB, Borussia Dortmund will be in the finals.
Now, let's talk
I'm
about
very certain.
the biggest one, Madrid against Bayern Munich. It was all about moments for Madrid. The Toni Kroos moment, the pass, and the craziness of Kim Min-jae, the penalty. And Madrid will capitalize on that. You might not see them all 90 minutes, but they are always there. For Bayern Munich, they rested quite a lot of players over the weekend just to focus on the only thing they can win this season. And they can be very dominant, they can be very direct, but there's always one time bomb waiting to explode in Bayern Munich. You saw that last season against City. They were in control of that match against City, but they chop goals as if it was basket last season. But Madrid will capitalize when they have to. They're also basking in euphoria of them winning the league for the 36th time, Madrid, and they are playing at home. I still feel that Bayern Munich are the better side overall. But when you are playing against Madrid, whether you are the best side in the world ever, it doesn't count to them. They know this is they are the landlord. They are the owner of this trophy. And they can just decide to win it at any point in time. What exactly must Madrid do? I will still say it, all their defensive ability that we are praising all this while will also amount to nothing if they don't get to the final. Because what does it profit a man beating the defending champion City against all odds and still not getting to the final? What must they do to get past Bayern Munich?
I think at the end of the day, they shouldn't overthink it. I think that's the best thing that they can do, because at the end of the day, you're going to be facing. I think I've always said that Tuchel is a very good coach when it comes to knockout football. Look at the Bayern were not exactly. They started the first leg very well. The first half of the first leg, they started very well, And then Madrid took over the game, up until the Toni Kroos moment. They finally got their goal, and then they were very comfortable. Bayern sort of slept off, tried coming back, but it didn't happen. Tuchel went in, gave his halftime team talk. They came back out. Next thing you know, 2-1, they're up. And then Kim Min-jae slept off again. Madrid got their second goal and they made it 2-2. Over recent times when Madrid have won this competition, I've said it before, they've not been the best team in the competition. Currently, they might never be the best team in the competition at the moment if you really want to look at it. Okay, yeah, if you look based on form and things that they've won this season, they're the best team so far in competition. They just won their league. Everything is going well for them at the end of the day. But the Champions League for Madrid recently is individual brilliance and those moments where nobody ever sees coming, and then it happens, and everybody's Hala Madrid all over again. You understand? So that's if I'm Thomas Tuchel, that's the one thing I'll try and talk to my team about. Because if you look at it, while he was at Chelsea, he faced something very similar. He had done the comeback. We're really on our way to qualifying ahead of them. And then the next thing you know, the Modric pass, Rodrigo goal, and we're fighting for our lives again. That's just how Madrid have been in this competition. So it's like Bayern have to go there with the mindset of, okay, look, we don't have the home advantage. The Bernabeu is a very crazy place to play at. At the end of the day, it might be one of the reasons why, it was very tough for City to qualify at the end of the day. It's very crazy to play at the Bernabeu. So you go there, if you really can only go, very good for you. But you have to make sure you are awake, you are aware, you are focused for the entire game. Until you hear that last whistle, nobody should sleep off. Nobody should lose their head. Nobody should lose their cool. Because at the end of the day, if you give Madrid those chances in the Champions League, they will take it.
When you say give Madrid those chances, obviously those chances will come and they will take it.
Obviously. Madrid are the only side yet to be beaten in this competition. All through from group stages, they have not been beaten.
Thank you.
They have not been beaten. The rest have been beaten, probably once, twice, or even more. And also, they are the most successful side in the Champions League. Like I have said, all of these statistics, and Madrid don't have those stats, longest winning run, best home team, most goals scored in the Champions League. But the only thing they have is that they have played the most finals and they have won the most finals. The most important stats. But yeah, I don't know. Like you have also played that game back then, but it didn't work. I'm also trying to play it over and over again. I'm sorry, brother. I don't say you my favorite. And I know that you don't want Madrid to qualify, but you also predicted that Bayern Munich will get to the final. Bayern, on the other side, what must they do? We have talked about Madrid. Just take your chances. Bayern must do something different from the first leg.
Now, what now is it's difficult. It looks difficult, but it's also very easy. Now, the strength of this Madrid side is counter-attack.
Yes.
They always accept when they play a big side to sit back. They are very comfortable with sitting back while the forward guys do the withdrawal and also they do the attack. It is simple. You also do the same thing. And I remember when we were playing, I've forgotten the team at AFCON, and I said this same thing about Ose Pesero, that a team that plays low block, especially when it's a big team, don't accept to be the one attacking. You yourself, you run players on the wings who will run into spaces when you are not with the ball or when you are with the ball. Tuchel must accept that fact now that, we are going at the Bernabeu. Let me tell you, Madrid will be glad to sit back at the Bernabeu because they know that this is their strength. They have Rodrigo, who is very pacey. They have Vinicius, who is very pacey.
And Bellingham is always running.
So that formation is so sweet for them. They don't even want... you can have the ball. You can have the ball. So I think for me, what Tuchel must do is to stock up that midfield and put more men in that midfield. So in case you are playing low block, you have guys who are also marking up the spaces when Madrid are attacking. Then you always have guys who will be running into space that can launch the ball into space. It's so easy. You can see Toni Kroos go assist against...
I was pointing, just go in there.
You saw, he said he saw Vinicius running into space. And that's because they don't have much of the ball. So when you don't have much of the ball, you tend to see better. That's the truth. When you are not with the ball more, you tend to see better. You tend to, now they try the mark. Now they see everywhere. You understand? So that's the way it is. If Tuchel should go into that game thinking is a better side, thinking is going to attack Madrid. There is nobody in this world that can stop that Real Madrid attack. That's what I'm saying. There is nobody. So I've said it.
Let me help you with what you're saying. You see, the truth is, what you just said now is exactly what Tuchel will do. Tuchel will come with the mindset of coming to attack.
He's
You
going
understand? To
lose.
get it.
He's going to lose.
Exactly.
He's going to lose.
If you look at Real Madrid against Man City, Madrid knew that Man City is a side that wants the ball. They allow them have the ball.
That's how Madrid play any
Do you
big side.
understand?
It's not about
They allow them
how
have
they play
the
any
ball.
big side.
And they come on you.
That's
On,
a-
they come on you on counter.
They don't sacrifice more men forward.
No.
That's why if you notice when they're on the attack, they have more guys sitting in their own half.
Exactly.
That's how Bayern should play as well.
If you look at Real Madrid game with what IBK is saying, if you look at Real Madrid game, when they go on attack, it's just 3 people that goes on that attack. Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., either Jude Bellingham or Brahim Diaz.
Or
Valverde. So that when they lose that ball,
You see
by the
left and
time you
right back,
counter,
they're always in their
you
own
understand?
half.
By the time you come back, you meet Lucas Vasquez, you meet Toni
You
Kroos.
still meet that block.
You still meet that block. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because they know that the pace of Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo
you can't
can cost any defender their job for that
and
day.
because they run into space.
They run into space
They
enough.
don't stay with defender. That's why it's difficult
So
to
for
mark them.
me, that was why I said it. I'm saying it today. I'm
We
saying
will
it
say it
tomorrow,
now.
and I'm
We
saying
will-
it twice
we'll
on
call
public
it now.
holiday.
We'll call it now.
That the best.
After all these analyses,
Yeah.
play low block, play mid block, run into spaces, don't do this, don't do that. It all boils down to who wants it the most.
Yeah.
I
And
don't think it's
See,
who. I
Farouk,
don't think it's
Farouk.
who. I don't think it's who wants it the most. Both coaches have to look at the game, and first of all, you have to respect the person you're playing. That's number one. I understand that you're Madrid. You've done it for the opt-in time and all of that. Yes. You are Bayern too. You have pedigree and all of that. Yes, we'll give you that. There's been a lot of discourse about how Ancelotti have allowed his players to, just play to their strengths when they're on the field. Vinicius, you want to hug the touch and that's why playing through the middle. Fine, do that. Bellingham, you want to do box to box. Fine, do that. There's a structure, but the structure allows you play at your optimal best. That's how they're set up. Now, I think the problem Bayern will have is they love to press high.
Exactly.
And that's exactly they can't fathom the idea of sitting deep in there, especially when now that they are the away side.
Mhm.
If you are the away side and you decide to come and sit down and come and be defending at the Allianz Arena, you're going to have a very big problem.
Allianz Arena, Bernabeu.
Sorry, at the Bernabeu, you're going to have a very big problem. Because at the end of the day, Madrid will do one very small thing. Vinicius go turn, give the fans, they raise hand. That noise is the same
It's
that
deafening.
happened to PSG.
Yeah.
Martin will clear ball. Sancho will do one will send Mendes to the cleaners. The yellow wall, everybody just they shout. Dembele missed one sitter, he would have scored. It was probably against Barcelona. Mbappe hit the post and all of those things. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Bayern want to come out and show that, okay, look, why away? And Tuchel is a very proud coach. He's a very, very proud coach. Tuchel is not ready to sit down and say
The away team should be more
he
conservative.
wants to defend for
That's what-
anybody.
that's what he's trying to say.
I think
He
I don't
should be more
know.
conservative. But then Bayern will press high. And if Madrid will always play.
They won't.
I think,
No,
I
watch
think
it.
gone were those days when
won't.
teams are very conservative. If you are better than me holding the ball, I'll give you that onions. It's just natural. Now it's just like it's the second half of the first half of this game.
Yeah.
It is 2-2. Away goes don't matter. Whatever happens, if it's goalless, if it's score draw, it's extend to extra time.
Yeah.
But do you want to say extra time? Well, I obviously want to say because games like this don't come all the time.
I want
That
the
is why
winner in the
they are the
120th
biggest
minute.
football club in the world. Well, guys, we are
game
reaching
would be decided in 90
we have
minutes.
reached the end of the program. But before we leave for today, we'll call it the final call. Before we get to the final of the final, IBK, who makes the final? Everything you have said, 0/6 don't count. This is the most important moment
Yeah.
of the show. IBK.
93 minutes screamer.
Yes, Sergio Ramos equalizer.
Yeah.
And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's winner against
Yeah.
Bayern Munich. Who are the two teams that will get to the final?
I've said it already. It's a German final. Put your money on it any day, anytime. And twice on a public holiday. It's Bayern. It's Dortmund against Bayern Munich.
I don't care the scores. Bayern against Dortmund.
Yeah.
There is nothing
Don't
under
they
the
brag
surface
too
of
much?
the earth that will make Bayern win a Madrid in Bernabeu. It's
Yeah,
not
who
possible.
gets to the final?
BVB and Real Madrid.
Dortmund for the record
Dortmund
against Real Madrid.
And
Roy,
Real Madrid.
Izu,
yeah.
I come to you now.
Say it before, I'll say it again. PSG and Madrid are going to be the finals.
PSG against Madrid to be in the final. I feel it's going to be PSG
The
against
script writers
Bayern
just,
Munich
just love it.
in the final.
Yes,
Okay, so
Bayern Munich.
let's get it straight again. You said the German finals.
Yes,
I said
Spanish German.
Spanish German. You said PSG Bayern.
Yes,
He said
PSG Madrid.
PSG Madrid. So we all have different
opinion.
Opinions.
So nobody's going for the same at the end of the day.
Same.
All right, guys. We will not leave the studio before wishing our very good brother here
Big
a happy
man Roy.
birthday. Roy has danced here for us in the studio
Thanks, brother.
already.
Thanks, brother.
And I'm very sure after the show again, we'll take it up
Yeah.
one step further. Because we're
Overnight,
talking about
overnight.
Achimiego. Roy is a big man for
Roy.
education. So guys, be magnanimous, be nice, be good, and say something nice about Roy on our comment section. You know, the man is approaching that age where we say, just sit down and say, hey, you guys, go and get this one for
Sorry,
me.
Mr. Roy. How old are you now?
+1. I'm +1 to
All right, what's
They
the
do
guy?
like woman. That woman go dey-
Abigail, how old are you?
I'm +1 today.
Anyone plus
Abigail,
one.
how old are you?
I'm 33 years old.
Why did you post?
I don't tell you now.
MRI told us something different though.
Eh?
MRI.
Waiting,
You just
MRI.
MRI talks to me 42. All right, guys. Once again, we're wishing you, brother, a happy birthday.
Thank you,
May God be
brother.
with you.
Thank
Grant
you.
your
I don't know why
heart
guys
desires.
don't say their
It
age.
is so
I'll
so
say it
interesting.
anyway.
You know, the last 1 year to be with you guys. Amazing guy, Roy. Very very nice. Can sacrifice his balls for the guys here in the studio. I mean, ego. But once again, I thank you for all that you have been doing. Thank you for all that you have been doing.
everything.
You have been doing
A
fantastic,
father
guy.
figure to every one of us.
Absolutely.
I don't So you have an idea of his age. If a 33-year-old man say person a father figure.
All right, guys, that's how the cookie crumbled on today's episode of Best of the Best Sports Show. Anywhere on planet Earth. Big thanks to IBK Sport for Lamba. Big thanks to Izu as well as Roy, the birthday boy, and to my humble self, Farouk Adetola, Sports Mamba. I'm telling you guys, thank you all the time for sticking with us. And sure, you tell a friend to tell another friend to follow us on our YouTube page. Put on notification for fresh content. And I tell you, the enjoyment is unlimited. Until then, see you in another episode.